Jolie Jones and Geordie Belair wrap up their exciting Wonder Woman story as Yara Flor finds herself at the mercy of Hades, given one chance to save her lost sister, or risk spending eternity in unrelenting pain. Jolie Jones continues writing a fantastic Yara Flor, further developing her character and the part of the world she inhabits. Unlike the last issue, however, this one was a largely serious affair, and it needed to be given the overarching story of acceptance and how heroes and legends are viewed by the people and themselves. The book did contain some real great bits of humour, however, as Yara utilizes it as a type of defense mechanism, which I think is really quite cool and really quite interesting. And much like how Tim Fox's Batman is different to the other Batman, that's one of the main aspects that sets her apart from the previous Wonder Woman and makes her quite an interesting character. Jones also continues her fantastic artwork this issue, exploring the dark depths of Hades with some great designs for Hades himself and the people that inhabit his realm. Geordie Belair's colours also again complement Jones's bold artwork, and she did some real stunning work on Hades alone, cloaking him in darkness with these big red eyes and this really cool looking floating crown, and then offsetting him with Persephone, who is bright and colourful and just this bright light on every page she's in. Future State Wonder Woman issue 2 finished up Yara's story for now, giving us a fantastic first look at the character and a great understanding of who she is and why she does this. I'm looking forward to seeing more of her in Infinite Frontier in her own Wonder Girl ongoing, and if it's anything like this heartwarming, hilarious, and fantasy-soaked series, then it will be a fantastic addition to DC's stable of books. I'm going to give this issue a 10 out of 10. Future State Wonder Woman issue 2 sees Yara Flor set upon by the Cerberus, told by Kaipora that they need to hurry to board the boat before it leaves. Yara races to the boat, using her bowler to grab the boatman's skeletal arm, offering it up to the three-headed dog, telling it to go fetch as she throws it far away. As the dog runs off for the bone, Yara boards the boat, asking if Kaipora is coming with her, but she says that this is as far as she goes, but reminds Yara that when she reaches the other side, finding her sister will not be easy and she'll need to get past her own anger and the urge to fight, but as long as she stops and stays still, she might have a chance. Yara reaches the shores of the other side of the river Styx, remembering Kaipora's words and opening her heart to see her sister clearly in her memory. She heads into the lush fields, which soon dies around her as she finds Thanatos, who plunges his weapon into the ground as Wonder Woman approaches him, causing Yara to fall in a fissure that opens up and swallows her. She falls into the dark void before coming to a swift stop, finding herself in the presence of the gods who will judge her. Radamanthus thinks that Thanatos should have sucked her soul out before she even got there, but the others think that maybe they should show the woman the demons who will rip her limb from limb and then cauterize the wounds so she won't die. Or maybe they should stick her with flaming pokers. Yara interrupts them, showing them some simple close-up magic tricks, pretending to pull her thumb off of her hand. The gods aren't impressed, but Yara doesn't think they were paying attention, but before she can show them more, Hades himself arrives. He says if the woman wishes to avoid eternal punishment, she better explain herself quick. Yara tries to tell her that she needs to get her sister, but Hades tells her that he does not do any favors for her, despite Yara saying that she must return the soldier Potira to the Amazonians. Hades becomes enraged with Yara, thinking that she must be punished, but Persephone's timely arrival quells her husband's anger. Hades says that Yara will be given one chance to find her soldier's lost soul, and should she fail to find her when the last grain of sand leaves the timer, her soul belongs to him, but should she succeed, she will be allowed to leave with the woman. Yara heads into the writhing pit of lost souls, calling out to Potira, but the hands grab at her, trying to pull her down into their maws. She begins to remember Kaipora's words, calming herself and getting past her anger and focusing on her sister. Yara is taken back to Themyscira years prior, where she saves her sister from falling off a cliff, telling Potira to stop being so dramatic and to just drop her spear and to put some effort into climbing up the cliff. Potira tells Yara that she's terrible at motivational speeches, as she spots one of their enemies coming for Yara from behind, and to save her friend, she lets go of Yara's arm, throwing her spear at the man and killing him, but causing her to fall to her death. In the present, Yara pulls Potira from the clawing hands, and the woman asks where they are, but Yara tells her not to worry, hugging her sister as Hades screams in anger at losing at his own game. He unleashes spider monsters rushes after the women as Yara and Potira rush towards a cave entrance where Wonder Woman unsheathes her sword, telling Potira to keep running while she'll defend them. Yara battles the monsters, keeping them at bay long enough to smash down some of the support stones in the cave, causing the roof to cave in and cut the monsters off from the women. Unfortunately, Potira becomes trapped by the rubble, causing Yara to try and pull her from it, but the rubble won't budge. Potira tells her to leave, but Yara refuses, not wanting to abandon her friend again. Potira says that she wants Yara to know that she did everything possible to help her, but her fate is a knot that cannot be untied. Yara says that they have many battles left to fight, and so many stories left to tell, but Potira knows that her life ended as it should have, thanking Yara for giving her meaning to her life. But Yara's ending is not yet written, and she needs to leave. Yara refuses to let her sister go, but it's too late as the ground above her cracks open and a group of Amazonians pull Yara from the ground, leaving Potira to be crushed by the rocks. Yara screams at her sisters to stop, collapsing on the ground as they leave, knowing that she failed Potira. As she cries, Jerry the Flying Horse comes by, giving his master a hug and cheering Yara up a little as Kaipora says a person isn't a hero because they are perfect, but because they must overcome their imperfections, and human or not, this is why they continue to tell their stories.